EVO Tuning has been present in Asphalt Legends for a while now, and it has been applied to 3 commonly available cars in the game: the Chevrolet Camaro LT, the Enzo Ferrari, and the Bugatti Chiron. Today we're starting with the Camaro LT since it's the easiest to upgrade and get parts for. There have been many questions and opinions about this new feature, but you guys know that I'm mainly focused on how car ranking in this game relates to their actual performance. So my question about this car is whether this 3-star muscle car with EVO Tuning is better than some fully maxed 4-star cars. We'll see what an ideal build in my opinion would be for this car and test it against other cars you voted for. With that said, make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see more EVO Tuning gameplay and build tips, because the Enzo and Chiron have received impressive ranking increases and we need to see how they compare to meta competition. With that out of the way, let's get started. So what is EVO Tuning? Well, if I compare it to a feature in another racing game, it would be the unlock tuning option in Need for Speed No Limits. In that game, once you've maxed out a sports, super, or hyperclass car with Black Edition parts, you unlock tuning, which allows you to boost the car's performance rating based on what you prioritize most: top speed, acceleration, or nitrous power. That game doesn't consider handling at all in overall performance, which is a major difference between its tuning system and the EVO Tuning system here in Asphalt Legends. Another key difference is availability. In Need for Speed No Limits, after finishing a race with a custom tuned car, the stats revert to normal and you need to reapply that tune repeatedly using a separate tuning currency to do so. This isn't the case here in Asphalt Legends. In this game, the parts you install are permanent. Stats and rankings don't reset after each race, and honestly that's a good thing because it can get annoying having to constantly reapply a tune after every race. Like the tuning system in No Limits, you can only unlock EVO Tuning in Asphalt Legends when you've completely gold maxed a car, meaning you've maxed out every upgrade stage of a car and applied all of the import parts on it, including the car specific epic import parts. For the Camaro LT, this is one of the easiest things to do in the game since it's a 3-star Class D car and it's one of the first cars that you'll be able to max very easily since blueprints are everywhere for it, not to mention it only needs common and uncommon import parts as well. Obtaining EVO parts and understanding their effects is tricky. You can find free parts in the Legend Pass, weekly showdowns, special events, and multiplayer milestones, or buy them with tokens with cost increasing by class. For example, a Class D EVO part pull costs 500 tokens. For Class B with the Enzo it's 1000, and for Class S with the Chiron it's 1500. Since each purchase grants 1 pull, saving tokens for events is recommended. The EVO part map is randomized. Each user's map is unique, so parts shown in videos may differ from your pulls. Another tricky aspect is choosing the right type of build. When customizing your EVO car, there are 5 key areas to consider: engine, drivetrain, nitro system, nitro game kit, and special pack. The engine and nitro system are straightforward, but for the nitro system, you can equip a specific part that extends nitro duration or provides an extra speed boost when using yellow, red, blue, or shockwave nitro. Think of it as the perfect nitro boost that some cars like the Zenvo TSRS or Acura NSX GT3 EVO have. If you install a perfect nitro part for your EVO car's nitro system, your car will have the same traits as those high-performance vehicles. The drivetrain parts influence handling and acceleration. They can either improve or worsen these qualities. The nitro gain kit alters how much nitro you earn when performing certain actions like near misses, 360s, barrel rolls, and drifts. The special pack is a miscellaneous option. It allows you to equip any exclusive part that can boost various aspects of your car. The main thing to remember when installing parts is their weight. The green to red slider you see when installing certain parts shows how much your car weighs in total after adding each part. These parts, along with your car's overall weight, are divided into 4 categories: light, neutral, heavy, and overload. If you want a car that can better drift, corner, and perform barrel rolls, 360s, and airtime, then a lightweight build might suit you, but be aware of the drawbacks. For example, in the Camaro LT, a lightweight setup improves drift radius and agility, but reduces top speed, acceleration, and stability. A neutral or heavy build may make your car faster, but it can also diminish handling or make control more difficult. An overload build is for brave drivers and quick thinkers. Heavy core parts can turn your car into a quick accelerating speed demon with a higher top speed. For example, an overload build for the Camaro LT boosts its acceleration and raises its top speed from 296 kilometers per hour to 313 kilometers per hour. However, the car becomes almost unsteerable when attempting a full perfect nitro turn. The car feels very stiff, almost understeering. Drifting around bends becomes pointless as well, because the heavier the car, the wider the drift radius, it'll feel like drifting on ice. Therefore, my advice is to create a setup that not only reflects your driving style but also enhances your car's overall performance. Whether you choose a light, neutral, heavy, or overloaded build, you'll always reach a max ranking that might seem excessive for your car, which has a certain number of stars. For instance, the Camaro LT's EVO Max ranking is 2246, placing it in the 4-star Class D category, just 1 point below the BMW i8 Roadster. My preferred build is this neutral setup where the car's top speed is now 303 kilometers per hour. Its handling and drifting remain unchanged from the fully upgraded car, and its acceleration and nitro duration are significantly improved. A light build will also achieve this ranking, but in my opinion, even though it offers much better handling, the acceleration is too low and the car overall will feel flimsy, at least to me. Another point to consider is that unlike No Limits, where your car's tuned performance rating resets after each race, allowing you to tune and adjust your setup for single player or multiplayer underground rivals, in Asphalt, since your setup doesn't reset after each race, you need to plan ahead. You might be able to modify your setup for a specific track during daily or special events, but in multiplayer, where tracks are randomized, you won't have a chance to tweak your setup in the lobby before the race begins. That's why it's crucial to create a build that matches your driving style for any situation. With all that said, it's time for some Asphalt comparison science. Is this 2246 3-star Camaro LT EVO better than the 3-star and 4-star cars that were previously ranked higher? We've already discussed what our EVO Camaro LT can do. Now let's meet the 3 other cars joining it for this experiment. First, we have another Camaro, the Camaro ZL1 50th edition. This version of the Camaro boasts incredible handling, acceleration, and nitro efficiency for its rank, but in terms of top speed, it's the slowest car here, topping out at only 283 kilometers per hour. Still, maybe its other 3 traits are enough to make the EVO Tuned Camaro still look slow. Let's find out. Next, we have the Dodge Challenger 392 Hemi Scat Pack. Back in the days of Asphalt 9 Legends, when weekly showdowns featured some low-end Class C cars. If we were racing in San Francisco, some talented alien drivers would choose either the AMG GT or this car to get the fastest times on the leaderboard, simply because they have a high top speed. This Challenger tops out at 310 kilometers per hour. Add its slightly improved acceleration, and on tracks where speed matters, it will beat our EVO Tuned Camaro LT at the finish line. However, in terms of handling and nitro efficiency, our Camaro has a slight advantage, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when we compare them side by side. Finally, we have our 4-star car, the BMW i8 Roadster. Earlier this summer, when we compared this car to the GR Supra, we discovered just how underrated this car is in this class. Even though it ranks 1 point higher than our EVO Camaro LT, and even though its stats suggest it's not significantly better than other cars around it, including the Camaro, when you drive it, you'll realize how incredible it is. Based on its stats alone, the i8 offers good acceleration, handling, and nitro duration for its class. However, the real highlight is its perfect nitro boost, which propels it to a top speed of 299 kilometers per hour. While that might not be as fast as our Camaro LT, since it surpasses the Camaro in every other aspect, I fear the i8 might just take this Camaro to Gapplebee's. This is the first of a few tests to see if EVO cars are truly competitive with higher ranked cars. Can this 3-star Camaro with a high ranking take on other 3-star and 4-star cars with similar rankings? Our first test is at 1000 Minarets, so hopefully we'll find out. The i8 Roadster once again proved to us that it is truly underrated in Class D. Top speed wise, it isn't as fast as the Camaro LT EVO or the Challenger Hemi Scat pack, but it compensates with everything else, plus the perfect nitro boost it has gives it the extra speed needed to stay in the lead. Although I love to talk more about how this car is an excellent performer, our focus is mainly on the Camaro LT EVO, which to be honest wasn't that bad, as it finished faster than several other Class D cars ranked higher than it, notably the Lotus Elise and the Infiniti Project Black S. Honestly, it could use more acceleration, but adding parts to improve that would in turn make the car heavier, harder to turn, and cause it to drift as if it had ice on its tires. Its current handling stat isn't great either, and I'll demonstrate that with a test at straights and hairpins. Straights and hairpins has always been a test of handling and acceleration, two areas where the Camaro LT isn't strong in this matchup. The other three cars here have better acceleration, handling, or both. Honestly, you could tune the Camaro LT to handle better, but the problem is improving handling often reduces the car's acceleration, so it might corner better, but it isn't quicker than the other cars. While this balanced setup was my preferred choice with this car, it's still not enough to give it the ability to beat the others in this race, which is why it finished in last place. So, what did we learn here? EVO Tuning has potential, though I wish more adjustments had been made to make cars more competitive and to improve the accuracy of rankings. This new build for the Camaro LT shows a genuine improvement over the original, but I don't believe this better rank fully reflects the car's actual performance as we've seen in this matchup. Still, it's a good start. And this new feature would work best on cars that people have abandoned or those that desperately need adjustments, like the AMG GT Black Series, the Ford GT, the Cadillac Cayenne, the Lamborghini Asterion, and other boats and overranked cars. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe for more Asphalt content. I've got plenty more planned. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you later.